This video begins where the guided practice video left off. At this point, you should either open the file you created from guided practice or download the finished guided practice file from Schoology. I want to show you how to get really good at using this preview window as well as this preview shortcut and the Recalculate button, as well as some of these tips and tricks using these viewing features over here. I also want to talk to you about how to edit and change and delete toolpaths once they're created. Let's start by going through this panel. If you click on next to a toolpath and put a check mark next to it, it shows you what feature is going to be cut on the shopbot. I can deselect it. I can select another one. It shows me that feature. I can select another one. It'll show me that feature. I can deselect it, select another one. It'll show me that feature. If I click on the actual name, it'll show me features up here in my 2D view. Here you see those, that feature, and that feature. This is good as I use this as a checklist before you go to the shopbot. The other thing that's important is understanding the 2D previews. If you check this box, now look at your 2D view. You'll notice if I were to zoom in, you can see pink lines with arrows on them. That is the direction and the path that the shopbot bit is going to take. Again, if I zoom out, I can select another one. With a check mark next to it, I can now see where the toolpath is going to go. This looks like it's an outside profile. Remember, the pink line is your vector. The line with the arrows on it is the direction and the location of the shopbot bit. This is important as you check your work, especially when it comes to inside and outside cuts. Next thing, if you want to get back into your preview and you're in this window, simply click on Preview Toolpaths. You can reset your preview, and you can preview either one at a time, so I can select one of these and preview selected toolpath. I can reset that preview. I can select another one, preview selected toolpath. Again, I can reset the preview. I can preview all toolpaths. This is all good, but at times you'll recognize a mistake in one of your toolpaths and want to go back and fix it. Simply double click on the toolpath on your list to edit it. This can now, I could change the depth, maybe change the tool, I could change the name, and then I could recalculate. Okay, so again, if I want to change something in this toolpath, let's say that I had a mistake here. I can double click and now I can edit this toolpath. I could change inside or outside. I could change the tool, the cut depth. Maybe I forgot to put tabs on it. I can go back in and change tabs and again calculate that toolpath. Be sure to reset your preview and preview all toolpaths. Now let's say you want to move something around. For example, you have something over here that for whatever reason you need cut out over here. You don't have to redo your toolpaths. Simply in your 2D view, you can go back and select an object, let's say this one, and you can use the third arrow over here, move it over, and let's reset our preview and preview all toolpaths. Notice, even though I moved it in our 2D view, it's still showing up over here where we previously left it. Remember, whatever it looks like down here is what it's going to look like on the shopbot. So to fix this, close out and use the Recalculate button. You can recalculate. All toolpaths successfully recalculated. Go back into your preview mode click Preview All Toolpaths, and you'll notice it still shows it in the old spot. That's because whenever you make a change, you must reset your preview. Preview All Toolpaths. And now you'll see, since we recalculated and reset, our view now looks the way we want it to. If you want to delete a toolpath, you can two-finger click on it, delete, and you can delete that toolpath. Only ever have toolpaths here that you're actually going to cut. This makes it a lot easier to check your work before you go to the shopbot. So if you have toolpaths over here that are wrong, don't leave them there. Two-finger click on them, delete, and delete this. Okay. The last thing is, sometimes you get lost as you start to navigate this. It's nice to be able to use these features here to snap to certain views. So typically we'll snap to the Z view. That'll bring you back front and center. Okay, if you want to look at it on an angle, that's considered an isometric view. Again, you can still zoom. If you ever get lost, that'll snap you out. That'll snap you to Z. The last thing I want to review with you is, once you're done, you're going to use this button right here, File, Save As. Make sure it's a CRV file. Put your name in it. Save it to the desktop. And then move that Vcarve file to Google Drive, and if you're going to take it to the shopbot, it needs to be put on a flash drive, but you'll at least store it in your Google Drive. Okay, that's it.